DreAllDay.com.
Here, what's up, Miss Dimples Jennifer from Atlanta. Tina Marie says she knows that I'll follow one day. Hey, keep putting out great content. Listen, everybody's gonna follow you one day, Tina. It ain't gonna just be me. Tiger Yoda, I've been fantastic. I've been sitting on the computer working since for the last probably about 6.5 hours. So I finally got done most of what I needed to get done. I'm still not done. I got a speech to finish writing up on. What's up, Cat Mara? One of Patience. What's going on? Everything's up, man. What's up with you? Where you checking in from? So my name's Dre Baldwin. I come from Philadelphia. I'm from Philadelphia. I live in South Florida now. MJ Satumba said he was reading my blog. What post were you reading? What were you reading about? Who am I and what do I do? You already know the answer to that, Raider Nation Raw. Finals is next week. What you got testing? Actually, this guy I do business with, he got finals in, he's in college. I forget what classes he had. He told me he had like 2 finals. You at Cat Mara's at the bar, so it must not be no guys in there interesting enough for your time if you watching Periscope. Or you checking in from Memphis. Shout out to Memphis. One of my dudes, my dude G, he's actually the dude who helped get me on in, when I was playing ball in Mexico almost 10 years ago. He helped me get on. He's from Memphis, so shout out to Memphis. I had a couple of teammates that I played with from Memphis. I don't even remember the dudes' names, but I know they're from Memphis. Shrin says, about time you found me on Periscope. What you mean found me? Were you looking for me? You couldn't find me? Listen, I'm everywhere. I'm not a hard person to find. Life isn't a risk. Oh yeah, that was a good one. Thank you, Tina Marie. I appreciate that. No, I appreciate you, Shrins. Where'd you find me at? YouTube? You a basketball player? Oh, that's what's up, Cat. I appreciate that. I hope you got a charger with you because this might go kind of long. You're going to need it. What up, 215? I didn't see that name. No, I'm not married. Baller Burke say never get to see me live. Well, listen, it's the first time for everything. So now you here. As long as you turn on the notifications, you can catch it. My top shoes to play with on pavement. Man, I hardly ever play on pavement, Raider Nation. I don't play ball. I don't play street ball, like in the actual streets. I haven't played outdoor ball in a long time. Always a charger. No, the last time I played street ball was I played in this 3-on-3 tournament with Finish Line. You know the sneaker store called Finish Line? I played in a 3-on-3 tournament with them it was a $10,000 prize and we won it. Me, my dude Reds, and my guy, what's my guy's name? Jay Jameson from Lansdale, PA. We went and won that tournament. Can I make varsity if I'm a junior at a new school? Of course you can make varsity. Can you play? If you can play, you can make varsity. What happened to the white guy who wore a Chris Paul jersey? What are you talking about? I have no idea what you're talking about. You playing your first game tomorrow, MJ Satumba. That's what's up. Where you playing at? What level you playing at? What school you at? Where is it located? I get everybody to send you some good luck wishes right now, but you got to give me some more information. Do I play college ball? I played college ball in the past. Do I look like I could be in college? I'm actually 10 years removed from college, but I did play college ball. Yes, I did. The dribbling drills have helped you a lot. That's what's up. The dribbling drills helped me a lot too. That's why I made them. I made them because that's what I was doing. I put them out so y'all could see them. What's up, DG9697? Can I shout out the Wolfpack? All right, shout out to the Wolfpack. I don't know who's the Wolfpack. Karem215. Since I shout them out, tell me who they are. How did I get out of my worst slump? By working on my game. Get on the court and just keep practicing until I figured it out. Really, that's what I did. It wasn't no magic tricks. Back then, it wasn't no Amazon. It wasn't no YouTube. Played against him and made vids one-on-one. A Chris Paul jersey? Oh, you mean the guy out in, what's going on, Miss Kiana86? Where you checking in from? Highest skill level, professional basketball overseas, man. I played overseas for 9 years, man. M. Polo say, you see me on YouTube? Yes, that's me. You definitely saw me on YouTube. Oh, a men's league at the Boys and Girls Club? Good luck. Most important thing I ever learned. That's a good one. Confidence is everything. Can I ball? I can ball. You checking in from Tampa? Shout out to Tampa. I used to live up in Carrollwood Station. You know where that's at? And I used to play ball at the LA Fitness. I think it was called Carrollwood, but it was a whole different area of town. What's up, Malik? Oh, you watch my vids every day? That's what's up. Shaozi22 from Charlotte. I was just in Charlotte like 3 months ago. Yes, I am a baller. Miss Kiana. Oh, you said Tampa. Okay. What part of Tampa you in? Said black dudes. Well, I don't know. I can't speak for black dudes, plural. What's up, Benj Kim? Story or statistic? Oh, you saw that video? That's one of my favorite videos. That's one of my first Periscopes. You used to watch me in high school. That's what's up. And Pogo, how old are you now since you watched me back then? Temple Terrace. I remember the name of that town. I only lived in Tampa for like less than a year. And Raider Nation says, why does change of environment causes someone to freeze? Well, we can't speak for everyone. Are you speaking for yourself or are you asking for somebody else? Miss Kiana, I'm from Philadelphia, PA. I lived in Tampa for like 1 year in like 07. Then I moved down to South Florida. So I'm in South Florida now. Larry Blair, Chelsea, who is that? I don't know him. Who is he and why should I know him? Ben Simmons. Okay, I know who Ben Simmons is. I missed that one question. Did I watch Kobe play today? I didn't. Let me tell you a funny Kobe story. You in Miami for your cousin. Where are you graduating from? Will the Warriors become flawless? Well, right now they're flawless. They already became flawless. I'm going to tell you a funny story about Kobe if the questions slow down, but I'm not telling you to stop. If you watching right now, please tap the screen so I get some hearts over here. Whoever that is in the green is the only one. Who's winning the finals this year? Right now it's looking like the Warriors, but I got the Cavs. First time watching my video. Am I a trainer? I'm somewhat of a trainer. I do a lot of things. Oh, FIU, that's what's up. I do a lot of things. My background is as a pro athlete, played basketball. I'm a speaker now. I got my own marketing and branding business. I'm an author of 5 books. I'm about to write 10 more next year. I'm an entrepreneur. I help people start their own businesses. Why does the lower back hurt when I dribble? Look at the video I got about lower back. I have never met Tim Grover, but I read his books. Oh, Baller Burke, I appreciate you in the green. I really do. If you get 500, you know you got to leave and come back so I can catch the rest of them. Well, thank you, Miss Kiana. What do you do since you're asking me about me? Do I like Hip Hop Nation First Alert? What is that? I don't even know what that is. Yes, I am a TED Talker. I gave a TED Talk exactly 30 days ago. It was November 12th. And I'm giving another one actually in about 2 months. What I like, you like to meet me, but that will waste my time. Now, I don't think it will waste my time. I just got a lot of other things, a lot of other priorities. Favorite book, 48 Laws of Power. You're a general manager at McDonald's. Which McDonald's? Where's it at? You want to hear the Kobe story? I'm going to tell you in a second. Just remind me. Oh, yes, the motivated definitely will succeed. When are you going to see what? I didn't see what that was. All right, here's the Kobe story, because I be telling my lady, I'm not married, but I'm in a relationship. I told my lady, yo, I be telling her all the time how Kobe's not really playing that well in the season. Like, he's playing, but he ain't really playing that great. You on Kennedy by West Shore Mall. I remember that spot. I remember that area. Am I not going to watch the UFC fight? You know, I was just looking on Periscope. I was watching, when Ronda Rousey lost, I watched the whole fight on Periscope. I didn't even watch it on TV. Got a job at Baker's Delight. Oh, shout out to Baker's Delight. So, what's going on, Rochelle from Tampa? What is First Alert? Why do you keep saying that? Whoever that is, let us know what First Alert is. Since you're gonna keep saying it, you might as well get some attention to it. So, I be telling my girl how bad Kobe's been playing this year, because I'm a Kobe fan, but he's really playing bad. And the Lakers are a worse team right now. I think the more he shoots. But anyway, yeah, people act like Kobe's dying, right? Oh, that's a hip hop show. Okay, can I dunk? Yes, I can. So one day I said to my girl, yo, I was looking at the stats and I was like, yo, Kobe Bryant played in the game last night and he shot the ball 17 times. I said, how many shots do you think he made? And she don't watch basketball at all. She was like, I don't know. Did he make 2? And that really was his stat. He really was 2 for 17 from the floor that night. So I laughed about that she actually guessed how many shots he made because I told her how bad he's been playing. Could I dunk on Drake? Drake the rapper? Yes, I would dunk on Drake. Actually, Drake would get out the way. What was my SAT score? I don't remember. I think it was 13 something. I don't remember though. If it's not you, you freeze up. The skill wise. Oh, if it's not you, why are you asking? Who you asking about? Bronson's Arroyo, the baseball player? Ain't he a baseball player? Curry was 9 for 31 one night. Yeah, maybe he was. Nobody cares about Kobe. I think Kobe got a lot of people who care about him. Yeah, what's the wolf pack? Karim, you ain't tell me yet. Tell me what the wolf pack means. Do I have a job? Not in the traditional sense. I'm an entrepreneur, so I don't have a traditional job like you go somewhere, work 8 hours, and then go home and get a check every 2 weeks. No. Can I dunk on Gronk? Maybe set up the game. What do I do to turn off negative self-talk? I talk about that all the time in my vids. And negative self-talk, you just got to get rid of it quicker than most people would. It's called mental conditioning. How do you be like Curry? You don't. Be like you. Thoughts on the situation in the Middle East? We want peace in the Middle East. How often do I do these videos? Every single day. Been doing it since 2005. Every day. Every single day on YouTube. I've been doing Periscope every day too. So I'm just adding Periscope to the portfolio. What kind of car do I drive? You ever see the Flintstones? You ever see the what's it called? The cartoon Flintstones? Like, play as good as Stephen Curry. You can't. You're not gonna play as good as Stephen Curry. Play as good as you play. Any new hoop handbooks coming out? I don't know. Like who? Give me an example of who I should make one about. Somebody has to drop a mixtape called Peace in the Middle East. No, that's not going to happen. My favorite football team? I don't really have one. Florida State, college, USC I like. Just as I like them when they had certain players. So I don't really have a favorite football team. Jameis Winston? I don't know. Did he? You tell me. If I give you 10,000 hearts, well, see, here's the thing about the hearts. Only 500 count each time. So if you give more than 500 hearts, you got to leave the stream and come back in to give more. The rest of them won't count. Even if you do 1 million in one stream, only 500 count at a time. It's all about the U. The U has some talent. I know some guys from the U. Quatron Hill. What's the dude's name? Philip Buchanan. I know a couple dudes who played at the U. What does my tattoo on the left shoulder say? This here says ambition. This over here is superstar. How much horsepower I got? Well, again, did you see the Flintstones before? Lou Williams, Jrue Holiday, O.J. Mayo. Like you, no, not Ukraine. You like the University of Miami. Favorite law, the 48 law, number 29. Interaction with boldness. Baller Burke, thank you for inviting followers. Everybody else, could y'all please follow suit? Invite followers from your Twitter, your Facebook. Oh, you caught me on Drummer's Resource. Yeah, my guy Nick. I forgot Nick's last name, but yes, my guy Nick on the Drummer's Resource. Yes, he plays with my dad. Actually, my dad's a musician. How tall am I? I'm 6 feet 4 inches tall. Have I always been 100? What do you mean by that, Debo Valencia? What do you mean by 100? Because people use that different ways. One of Patience is riffing. Would I do historic hoop handbooks? Yeah, I've done a whole bunch of them. There's a whole bunch of retired. I got Michael Jordan. We did Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, Hakeem Olajuwon, Charles Barkley. We did all those. Favorite rapper, 50 Cent. 50 Cent from Queens. Yeah, got shot 9 times. G-Unit, 50 Cent. That's my favorite rapper. I also like Jay-Z. I like Nas. The TED Talk. Yeah, it'll be out when it's out. When it's out, you'll know. Listen, do you know how I got to where I'm at? All right, by marketing and promoting myself tirelessly every single day. So when the TED Talk comes out, trust me, you will know about it. You won't have to ask me. If you got to ask, that means it's not out yet. All right, I'm 33 years old. Birthday, February 3rd, 1982. Sharif Abdur-Rahim, Joe Sampson. I don't think there'd be too much interest in those. I mean, I appreciate the idea, but I don't think it's too much interest. Was I always on? No, I think I got this energy probably around sometime in my 20s. Once I start doing exactly what I wanted to do full time, as far as like business, entrepreneurship, making a living, that's when I got it, because I don't have any downtime where I don't like what I'm doing. How am I keeping up with all these questions? I just read them and answer them. That's all it is. I get better at it the more I do it. You looked up the DMX song, you mentioned, oh yeah, you heard that song? Yeah, exactly. Can I get back to the story? I already told the story. What story? I already told the whole story. Did I ever want to go to the league? Absolutely. Everybody who ever picked up a basketball wants to go to the league. It's just there's only so many jobs, everybody don't get it. Slasher, score, or both. How do I gain mental toughness for basketball? Read my book, The Mental Handbook, on Amazon.com. Best leadership book of the year? I wouldn't say of the year. I mean, books ain't like mixtapes. Thank you, Debo. I think it would be all-time leadership book. That's a good question. I would say check out The Law of Success by Napoleon Hill. Did I see the movie Creed? I did not see that movie. I didn't see it. I almost saw it, but I didn't go see it. I ain't been to the movie theater to see a movie. It's been over a year. What Are Hoop Handbooks is a series of basketball training programs I made that's at a website called hoophandbook.com that's based on the workouts that I was doing myself that took me from sitting at the end of the bench in high school to being a professional player playing overseas for 9 years. Best communication app for teams. What kind of team you talking about, Birchfield? What kind of team you talking about? A church team? The best app for a church team? I don't even understand the question that you're asking. Favorite social media app? Periscope. Twitter, Instagram. I like all of them. Yeah, I had to get rid of him, Tiger. Any advice for first basketball game? Yeah, show up, bring your sneakers, and play. Oh, Wolfpack is a group of entrepreneurs? Okay. What's your area of entrepreneurism, Karim? Do I have downtime? Yeah, it's my downtime right now. This is my downtime. In my downtime, I make videos. And I tweet and I do Instagram, I do Facebook, I make YouTube videos. Is originality overrated? No. Can I upload the race versus time Periscope on YouTube? Well, the way I did that video, I'm not sure if I had it the long way or the tall way. If it was the long way, it will go up. But if not, I'm saving all those. I'm going to put them out eventually in some format. I don't know where. My favorite shoes to play ball in, was that the question? I like the Jordan 11s and I like the 13s. Both of them. No, it's not going to be on YouTube. That video is going to be, at one point, I'm going to release all the Periscope streams that's not shot this way, the wide way. I'm going to release them for everybody to get. I'm going to put those out at one point. I haven't done it yet. There's probably like 100 of them that I ain't even done yet. Have I ever played in a Kyrie? I never played in a pair of Kyrie Irving Nikes. Never. Do I have a lady? Yes, I do. I was just talking about that a few minutes ago. So I'm taking live questions, everybody. We talking business, talking basketball, entrepreneurship, leadership, ambition, confidence, belief, success. What's my biggest goal? To empower as many people as possible. I'm an empowerment expert. I empower people through videos, through writing, through everything. Any Christmas deals on the Work on Your Game shirts? Maybe. I might do that. MJ Satuma, good idea. Does jumping a lot make you taller? Not that I know of. If anybody ever got taller from jumping a lot, let me know who they are so I can read their story. Can you differentiate talent versus skill? Well, talent is, one definition of talent is something, a natural ability you're born with. Skill is something that you can develop through practice. Simple as that. But there are other definitions of talent. There's a book called Talent is Overrated, which kind of flips that whole idea definition on its head. So you could read that book and you get maybe a different definition. Because I read that book and it kind of changed my perspective on it. So if you're watching this right now, I appreciate you tapping the screen for the hearts. Just tap the screen with your finger, it'll produce those hearts. I'm over 1 million hearts on Periscope now. Thank you to all the supporters who've been tapping the screen. Do I have to have a degree in business to make a brand to be a physical therapist? Well, it depends on where you're going to be a physical therapist at. Are you going to have like a certification and you just need to take the certification? But a lot of things in the certification are taught in schools, but you could probably learn it outside of school. Thought said I don't like the word overrated. I never used the word. I never said the word overrated until you just posted it. Do I have a morning routine? Yes, I do. I got a video called My 8 a.m. List is on YouTube. Watch that video. Does confidence come from attaining skill? Yeah, that's part of it. Is a big part of it. Baller Burt, thank you for inviting followers. The book about talent is called Talent is Overrated. Oh, I was using overrated as I was naming the title of the book. That person who asked me about overrated. That was the title of the book. It's called Talent is Overrated. The author, I don't know. If you look it up, you'll see the author. I mean, it's only one book. How can I get better at speaking in public setting? By doing it as many times as possible. Join Toastmasters. You'll find your local Toastmasters, join. When should a 12-year-old start weight training for football? When they have a licensed professional who knows exactly what they're doing working with them. Never by themselves. Do I believe that title? Not necessarily about me believing it. The book is not about you believing what he says. He's offering his opinion and some supporting information for why people can agree or maybe think a little bit differently. It's not about it being black or white, yes or no, I believe, I don't. He said, this kind of work for me, massage your knees when you wake up. Yeah, I've heard about that. Am I writing a book? Yeah, I'm always writing a book. I've written 5 already. I've made over 100 training programs. And yes, I'm working on probably about 10 books for 2016. Thank you, S6 Benz, for inviting followers. All-time favorite basketball, the actual basketball? I don't have one. Favorite player, Michael Jordan. How can I work on my shot? By doing it. Your answer is right there in the question, by going and working on your shot. How many books do I read in the average month? It depends on the length of the book. If I'm reading a long book, like Awaken the Giant Within, The Law of Success, The Success Principles, those are long books. Those took me over a month to finish. Do I think the Curry 1s and 2s icy? I never played in either one. Real cats do real things, absolutely. My YouTube channel, just look up my name. Just type in Dre Baldwin in the search bar and you'll see me. I got 4,000 videos on YouTube. Favorite Bulls team, got to be 95, 96, 72 and 10. Definitely. Iverson or Bryant, got to be Kobe. Kobe lasted longer. Kobe got more rings. And when they went against each other in the finals, Kobe won. Yeah, I know Shaq was on the team. They got to be Kobe. Kobe's career was longer for that reason alone. They came in the league the same year. I got to go Obama. I'm from the United States. Do I like Dennis Rodman? Yeah, Dennis Rodman was a great player. Hall of Famer. The Gold Mine Effect, I have not read that, Jomo. Who's the author of that book? I'll look it up, though, now that you're telling me about it. So I'm taking live questions. We're talking business, basketball, confidence, leadership, ambition, success, entrepreneurship, starting your own business, branding. Do I have a vice? Yeah, the Periscope videos. Do strong deltoids help you shoot better? I'm not the person to answer that question. What book is what? Any YouTube goals for next year? I'm just going to keep putting out videos every single day. I'm just put out the best content I possibly can. Hillary or Trump? I don't know. We got to see if that ends up being the question 11 months from now. That's the question. I'm going to have to come up with an answer. Is Mozgov a good player? Yes, he's a good player. Everybody playing in the NBA is a good player. They're the top 1% of basketball players in the world. I created the blueprint to success with 4,000 videos. Okay. I never thought of it that way, but all right. Is going out to do something more mental or physical? To do what? Do I have a religion? Yeah, work on your game is my religion. Work on your game is my religion. I think all religions believe, everybody believes in God. Every religion believes in a God. So, have I read the last lecture by Randy Pausch? What is it about, Monday? Tell me what it's about and I'll decide if I want to read it. It's based on your description. So I'm taking questions. We talking basketball, we talking business, talking branding, we talking marketing, What else we talking about? Leadership. We're talking about confidence. We're talking relationships, communication. Herbert Joyce say, seen my YouTube channel. Well, I appreciate that, Herbert. I really do. Who has the best handles? I don't really care about that. I don't care who has the best handles. I mean, the object of offense is for the ball to go in the basket. So if you dribbling and the ball's not going in the basket, dribbling is a means to an end. So the object is a score. And at the end of the game, the object is the win. So that's really, I care about who has the best winning percentage, because that's the team that gets the trophy. Did I finish year 12, like high school? Yeah, of course. Sometimes when I'm practicing, I feel like I'm going nowhere. Then practice more. Do I love defense? Yes. You can help me reach D1. No, you can help you reach D1. I can tell you how to help yourself reach D1, is what you actually meant to say. I didn't catch that question about sacrifices. Can I sing? I can sing. I'm physically capable of singing. Do I have a talent for singing? Could I sell any records? I don't think so. I wish everybody knew about me. Just share, swipe and share. Am I looking for a graphic designer? Not necessarily. What do you design? I appreciate you, because I know how much work I have to do. Well, thank you for that. I appreciate that. Do I agree with the dribble for 3 seconds and then drive or shoot rule? Well, if that's what the coach says, then guess what? I agree. If my coach said dribble for 3 seconds and then pass, then guess what? That's exactly what I'm going to do. What college did I go to? I went to Penn State Altoona. That's a Division III school in Pennsylvania. Is Duke a good university? How you define good? Yes, sing for Zayn Malik. I don't even know who that is. So767. What's up, Trey Time? Please, y'all, swipe and share. Tap the screen for the hearts. Could I talk about the sacrifices I had to make to become successful? Ask me a more specific question than that. Do you think we have capitalism with no consequence? Give me an example of what you mean. Helping to elevate your life to the next level. Let's change the world together. All right, let's do it. What's our first step? Best rapper, all time, Jay-Z. Do I like a motion offense or a set plays offense? Well, who cares? I'll take an offense for the ball to go in the basket, so whatever works. All right, Penn State, middle child, that's what's up. He 1D, so-so, I don't even know what that means. Monday said it's nonfiction about a guy giving life lessons because he has a short amount of time to live. Okay, I might look that book up. I probably won't remember the title, but thank you for the suggestion. So, ladies and gentlemen, we talking everything: business, basketball, leadership, motivation, confidence, success, belief, ambition, relationships. We talking to girls, we talking to guys. I'm into branding and marketing, what I do pertaining to graphic design. Okay, that's what's up. Well, shout out to Herbert Joyce. Any of y'all looking for a graphic designer, he's right there. Rich Dad, Poor Dad is a great book. Did I find my social life decreasing as I was chasing my dream? Not really. I mean, because the people I was socializing with was doing the same thing. Favorite player of all time, yours is D-Wade? All right, I'm a fan of D-Wade. If I made a Work on Your Game backpack, you will buy it, Paul the Baller, or I might pre-sell it. And if people buy it enough, then I'll go make it. If not, then I won't. I'll just give you money back. Top point guard in the East? I don't even know. I got to think about that. Where do I work out? What do you mean, where do I work out? Outside, inside, gyms, basketball courts, anywhere. We'll see, Paul the Baller. Somebody has to actually put together like a visual representation of what that would look like before I can even think about selling it. How can I make a relationship last? By finding the person that you want to be with and the person who wants to be with you. Then you won't have to worry about making it last. Brown's still the best player in the league. I think you might be right about that. Favorite player of all time, Michael Jordan. Michael Jeffrey Jordan, Chicago Bulls. Do I eat fast food? Hell no. I do not eat fast food. Do I know Damian Altizer, a trainer? I've heard the name. I don't know anything about him though. Do I meditate? Yes, I do. My meditation is not though sit in the room, my legs crossed and close my eyes. I don't do that. What I do is look at photos, I look at clips, I look at passages from books, things that put me in the right mental frame of mind, thinking about the things that I want. Top 3 centers: Shaquille O'Neal, Hakeem Olajuwon, and one more center would be Wilt Chamberlain. Best starter book for basketball. What about basketball? Playing basketball, coaching, training, watching. What about basketball? Do I play chess? Yes, I do. I don't play as often as I used to, but I know how to play chess. Let me put it like that. Would I ever train a pupil? What do you mean by that, Paul the Baller? Discuss the topic about anyone being a priority to themselves. How can you balance this when didn't get the rest of it? How you develop a killer work ethic, or are you born with it? No, you can develop it by deciding that it's worth it for you to have the work ethic. That's the first thing. You got to have a worthy enough goal that you'll work hard enough to get it. How do you change your thoughts? Something actionable. Well, I talk about that in almost every video. Look at my YouTube channel. I've been putting that stuff out almost every day for the last month. Favorite brand of water? tap water. Dre Baldwin, a coach? No, I will not be a coach. I will not be coaching basketball. I train players every now and then when somebody requests it. What if a female says she wants to know you better? All right, do you want to know her better? If you feel the same way, then y'all both on the same page. Go do it. Trainer? Yeah, like I said, occasionally. Have I had any mentors in life? Absolutely. I got mentors all the time. My YouTube channel, just look up my name, Dre, D-R-E, last name Baldwin. Or go to workonyourga.me. Work on your game, that's .me. Mindful of conclusions, had no room for expansion. Best starter book for mental motivation, The Mental Handbook by Dre Baldwin and The Mirror Motivation by Dre Baldwin. 2 books that I wrote. They're on Amazon right now. Do I mentally keep my stats in the game? No. You only do that. We did that when we was like teenagers, but once you get to playing higher levels, you're not thinking about that. And anyway, in high school, college, and the pros, they keep your stats for you. How can you balance being a priority to yourself while playing on a team because the team focuses on others? Well, if you're a good player, you'll be able to get your individual stuff off while still fitting into the team concept. Emotional tips for setbacks. Give me an example. What setback? What happened? Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you tapping the screen with your finger. That way it makes those hearts. I think they're on this side of the screen for y'all to make those hearts come up, and your comments are on this side. For me, it's the opposite. But if y'all tap the screen, that's your way of showing appreciation. That's how I got 1 million hearts from people like that. Am I currently on a team? WOYG is my team. I play for the team I own, Michael Jordan. Workout stall, weight gain, those are setbacks. Then you should probably talk to a trainer, somebody who could give you like some detailed information on something you can actually go do. Some people I look up to, I don't really look up to anybody. I got people that I look at as mentors. Like I see that they doing their thing and I want to get to their level of ability or achievement, but I wouldn't say that I look up to anybody. All right, no problem, Karim. I appreciate you too. Shout out to everybody in Philly. Shout out to Mount Airy, 19150 where I'm from. Shout out to North Philly, Southwest Philly, Fishtown, Germantown, West Oak Lane, Southwest Philly, South Philly, Center City, Society Hill. How long have I been making YouTube videos? 10 years. Conor McGregor won? Okay, that's what's up. Shout out to Conor McGregor. He said he would. I should be a guest on ESPN. You're right. I agree. So it comes from being a smarter player and knowing how to balance it. It comes from you getting on the court and learning. See, the more you talk about it, the more you're going to slow yourself down. You're giving yourself more stuff to think about. You got to get on the court and do it. What's my best vid? This one right here. What is my inspiration? Myself. You looking at my inspiration. So I'm taking live questions here. We talking about every topic, business. We talking about basketball. Oh, thank you, Spinny. Oh, I appreciate it. Where you checking in from, Spinny? This is Dre all day. I'm checking in from South Florida, but I'm born and raised in Philadelphia, PA. 19150 to 215. Shout out to South Philly. Shout out to Jim's Cheesesteaks on South Street. Pat's and Geno's. Shout out to Rita's Water Ice. I ain't had no Rita's Water Ice since July when I was up there. Rita's Water Ice. Shout out to Philly Pretzels. There's a place in South Florida called Philly Pretzel Heaven. I don't know how much longer they're going to be in business, but they got some good Philly pretzels. Are you checking in from Chicago? Shout out to Chicago. All my business partners came in from Chicago. He was in South Florida this weekend. Do I live in St. No, I never lived in St. Pete. From Reading, PA. Oh, shout out to Reading, PA. The outlets in Reading. YouTube. Work on your game with .me at the end. Work on your ga.me. Yeah, year 11. Are you in South Philly too? All right, shout out to South Philly. What do they sell at Rita's Water Ice? I'll give you 3 guesses what they sell there. I bet it's amazing living in Miami. All different races and restaurants. Yeah, I mean, those are great things, but it's the weather, really. It's races and restaurants in a lot of places. When did I decide that I would not live mediocre? Probably when I was like 15. I had the idea when I was like 15. Let me say it was an idea. I made the decision probably more around 22, 23. The Bucks beat the Warriors. Did that actually happen? Is that a true? Can somebody confirm that the Milwaukee Bucks beat the Golden State Warriors tonight? They did. Oh, all right. So that's the end of the Warriors streak. 24 straight games. That's still pretty good. I should train collab with Elliot Hulse. I've heard of him, but I don't know anything about him. Oh, what was the score? They beat him by 16? Okay. Well, the Warriors had that double OT game last night. They had Clay's out. I think Harrison Barnes is out too. So, yeah. 24 games in a row, and they lost once. I think that's a pretty good streak. So, yeah, shout out to Golden State, and shout out to the Milwaukee Bucks for getting that W. What do my tats mean? One says superstar. The other one, this one here says ambition. 95-108. Okay. No, they don't sell ice cream. They sell water ice. Water ice, not ice cream. They retired. Yeah, they retired from the double OT game. It happens. Yeah, Rita's Water Ice is the $HIT, like he said. Absolutely. Absolutely. I love Rita's Water Ice. I'm surprised they don't have. They had a bunch of them down here. They had them in like West Palm Beach, but then they all shut down because they were franchised. So I think the guy who owned them shut them all down. Tips on how to decide things better. Start making decisions. What is water ice? Can somebody explain what water ice is? Rita's is moving north now. Well, Rita's is based in the north. Leon is based in the north. So some people brought it to the south, but then it wasn't working out. Can somebody explain what water ice is? It's hard for me to explain it. I tried to explain it to a bunch of people who never had it before, and I can't explain it. It's hard to explain what water ice is. The book, I Will Teach You to Be Rich. I did read that book. I forget who wrote it, but I did read the book. No one wants to pay the bills and die. Flavor plus crushed ice. Yes, it is that, but that doesn't do it. That does it a disservice because people are going to think is something less than what it is. Rita's does have long lines because it's good as hell. Rita's water ice is kind of like, I don't know, if you ever had gelato, it's kind of like that, but not really. You got to eat it. You got to taste it. You can't explain it. Wait, McGregor won in 13 seconds? Really? Well, he said he was, Ramit. Yes, Ramit. I read his book. Yes, I did like that book. Water ice is like slushy. Yeah, it's kind of like slushy, but it's better than slushy. If you never had water ice, listen, if you ever in DC, New York, Philly, go get a Rita's water ice so you can see it. Yeah, I know who Elliot Holtz is. I've heard of him. I've seen him. I know he's an athletic guy, but I don't know. No, it's hell no, it's not a snow cone, Raider Nation Raw. Snow cone is some cheap stuff you get from the guy in the little truck. No, Rita's water ice is some real stuff. Jersey, Jersey too. All that stuff in the north. Hit him on the chin. Was it really 13 seconds? The fight only lasted 13 seconds? Yeah, it's definitely not a snow cone. That's disrespectful to Rita's water ice. Tips on how to decide things better. Jay DeLeon answered that question. Start making decisions and stop asking people to tell you how to do it. See, that's the point. He knocked him out with his first punch. Wow. Well, I heard him predict that he was going to do that, so that's exactly. Yeah, you got to treat yourself like Kareem says. You can't describe water ice. It's kind of like me trying to describe color to a blind man. You got to see it. You got to feel it. You got to experience it. You got to experience it. The guy was crying after he punched him. Well, hey, ain't no crying in MMA. It's like sorbet. Yeah, kind of, sort of, but it's better than sorbet. I don't like sorbet, but I like Rita's water ice. Have I ever seen Coach Rock on YouTube? I've heard of him. I know he's a basketball guy, but I don't watch other people on YouTube. Do I like Eric Thomas? Eric Thomas is a good dude. I did a video with Eric Thomas in 2012. Weekly Motivation number 90 on my YouTube channel. Just for reference, I'm now on Weekly Motivation number like 270. After Kobe retires, do I think the NBA will ever be the same? I mean, the NBA is still going to be the NBA with or without any one player. The league is bigger than any one guy. Did I read The Law of Success? Absolutely. One of my favorite books. Napoleon Hill, one of my favorite authors, favorite speakers also. Curry will rise up. I think Curry is pretty high up right now. I don't know how much higher he can rise. He already won the MVP. Am I ever going to play in VF1? Probably not. We tried to make it happen. It didn't work out. Is it worth buying? Yes, it is. Every book is worth buying. All right, if you could buy a cell phone, you could buy a book. Have you posted any one-on-one full-court games? Yeah, I got like 40 of them up there. Is stretching important? Yes, it is. Helps keeps the muscles limber so that you don't reduces the chance of you pulling or popping a muscle by stretching, so the muscle is used to being stretched. Best point guard, Magic Johnson. Water is important. Am I ever going to visit LA? I have visited LA multiple times. Next time, probably sometime in 2016. I don't know where yet. The sky is infinite. He only halfway. Okay. Well, I see you're a fan. I hope Kobe will be an analyst. Nah, I'm not sure I want to see Kobe the analyst. I'd rather see Kobe probably do he's probably thinking of doing like ownership or just getting into his own businesses outside of sports. I don't have a favorite NBA team. How often should we stretch? How often do you think you should stretch? Do you think there are players that have skill but do not perform? Yeah, there are people all throughout life who have skill who do not perform. Jimmy Butler is rising up. Yeah, Jimmy Butler is a very good player. I like his game. If I can recommend one book, what would I suggest? It depends on who I'm talking to. Tell me a little bit about yourself, middle child. I'll give you a book that's more tailored to where you are in life or maybe what your aims are, rather than me just naming a random book just because. Where do I see myself in 5 years? I'm going to be right here doing more Periscope streams. I'm probably going to have 100 million hearts, 100 million followers, and I'm still going to be empowering people or whatever medium is the thing at the time. Maybe it won't be Periscope no more. You missed my recent Dre All Day TV. Is going to be on YouTube? Nope. But I have saved it, so you'll see it when I put it out, whatever way I do. Why do some ball players double up their socks? I don't know. Next time you see somebody with 2 socks, ask them why they did it. Thoughts on Derrick Rose? What about him? What about Derrick Rose? How many hours of sleep you need? That's for you to decide. Don't you go to sleep every night? You know how many hours you need? He might take Mr. Bust's ownership job at the Lakers. Well, that's not a job. He owns it. So you can't take ownership from somebody. They got to sell it. He can't take it. He can ask for it. And he might get a piece. But no smart owner is giving up a controlling stake of their ownership unless they're trying to get completely out. Rose got his MVP haircut. What does that mean? I don't know what you mean by MVP haircut. You from the North Pole, what is chapstick? I don't know. I didn't mention chapstick. What kind of sales am I into? All kinds of sales. Direct sales, confidence sales, business sales, branding sales, product sales, service sales, program sales, coaching sales, consulting sales. I sell anything. If Derrick Rose never had injuries, would the Bulls be where the Warriors are now? Who knows? How will we ever know the answer to that question? What are my tattoos of? This says superstar. This over here says ambition. I create natural soaps. I'm a new business owner. You want to read as many books? Okay, so why are you asking for one? You need to read a whole bunch of them. Read Awaken the Giant Within by Tony Robbins, Law of Success, Napoleon Hill. Read 10X Rule by Grant Cardone. Read If You're Not First, You're Last, also by Grant Cardone. Read Relentless by Tim Grover. Read The Super You by Dre Baldwin. Read, what other books do I like? For a salesperson starting out in business. Some of y'all tell me some of your favorite business books. That might be something I'm not thinking of right now. Well, I appreciate that. Is that LRAM or IRAM? I appreciate that. How did I prepare for my TED Talk? Same way I prepared for a Toastmaster speech. I just wrote down what I wanted to say. For the TED Talk, I pretty much memorized it word for word. Do I have healthy eating videos? Yes, I do. Just look on my nutrition playlist on IRAM. Okay. Look at my nutrition playlist on YouTube. I got several videos about nutrition. Other books about business. Zig Ziglar. Look up an author by the name of Zig Ziglar. He wrote a bunch of books on business. Look up Earl Nightingale. He wrote several books. Look up Brian Tracy. Read every book all those guys wrote. All of them. Cousins in the NFL. What's your cousin's name? It's Israel. Okay. Managing Once. Peter Drucker. Another good business book. Mark Jackson, Steve Kerr, Luke Walton. Well, I got to pick one. Have I shared any of my basketball goals as of now, just like I did with speaking engagements? What do you mean? Basketball goals as of now, what? My goals right now is to empower other players to do the best that they possibly can. That's one goal in basketball. I just shared it with you now, so your question is answered. Josh Mitchell, okay. Shout out to Josh. Am I copping 72 and 10s? I don't cop sneakers. All right, every sneaker I got, I didn't pay for, so I just open the mailbox and see what's in there. But no, so to answer your question, no, I'm not copping. By copping them, you mean like spend my own money and getting them? No, I do not cop sneakers. I'm taking a WOYGU overnight class. So yes, you're welcome, Debo. I appreciate that. Debo Valencia. So everybody, I'm taking live questions. We're going to keep this going for a little bit longer. Y'all can give me some good questions. We'll keep it going. Have I participated in martial arts? Not at all. Did I ever think about having kids? Yeah, I thought about it. I haven't done it yet. Tips to be able to dunk. Go to dreallday.com/JUMP. dreallday.com/jump. Where can I find Toastmasters? I'm going to let you answer that question. If I offered you $1 million to give me one guess on where you could find Toastmasters, what would you do? Well, thank you, middle child. Now, see, that's one of my ways of empowering. Sometimes when people ask me questions that I know they can answer, I put the question right back to them and let them answer it. Usually they know. Positive things I take from college environment. Ask me a better question than that. Have I ever considered... I didn't see that last thing. Have I ever considered what? And I didn't catch that last one. It said something about gorgeous. I'm not sure. It was a question, though, so I don't know what it was. Repost that. I missed that last question. So as I was saying, part of empowerment is putting people in position where they can answer their own inquiries instead of always looking to somebody else to answer their questions. Yes, exactly. Thank you, Night Nerds 99. But see, we didn't empower him because you just gave him the answer. So we was hoping he would answer. Have you ever considered camping for some J's? Hell no. You can feel your energy and it's positive. Well, thank you, middle child. Have I ever heard of shop mechanics? Yes, I have, but I don't watch anybody else on YouTube. I've heard of all these people, but I don't watch them. I don't know anything about what they're doing. And frankly, I don't even care about what they're doing. I'm focused on what I'm doing. What things from college that I take with me to this day? You still got to give me a better question than that, Trey Time. You're getting closer, but I need a better question than that. Ask me a specific question. I just open-ended what things that I take from blank. If I'm gone, I have no battery left. Well, see, that's what happens. I kill phone batteries with these long Periscope streams, ladies and gentlemen. We talking Toastmasters is for adults. Well, what are you? What do you consider yourself? How old are you? Do I watch any TV shows? No, I do not. I don't watch TV hardly at all. Will Michael Jordan fit in the NBA today if he was younger? Michael Jordan would fit in any basketball league anywhere in his time. You can still go to Toastmasters, Iram. You're 16. As long as you can speak, as long as you can open your mouth and talk, you can go to Toastmasters. It's not an age limit. What I suggest with working out with knee pain, DreAllDay.com/jumpersknee. Best book on learning what? I didn't see that last one. How do you determine the price of your products? I just determine, it's like a supply and demand curve. You don't know what supply and demand curve is? Who wrote about that? Just take an economics class and they'll tell you about that. Supply and demand. My favorite podcast channel, I like James Altucher's stuff. I like Entrepreneur on Fire is pretty good. I like Tim Ferriss. I listen to Michael Hyatt a little bit. What I say about MJ, I say he could play basketball in any era of the NBA. He would be pretty good. Do I watch Star Wars? No, I don't. I don't watch any types of movies, TV shows. The only TV show I watch now, if it came out now, would be Game of Thrones. And that's only once a week for an hour. Is core and balance more important than strength? No, they're both equally important. I take anything from college to help me socially and with my business. Sure, socially, everything helps me. This Periscope helps me socially because I'm talking to people. Shark Tank, I watch that on YouTube. I don't really look at it on TV. Even Game of Thrones, I watch it on YouTube now. I wouldn't even sit in front of the TV and watch it. Do I like the 4-hour books by Tim Ferriss? Absolutely. I'm a fan of that. Who for president? Who's the president now? Obama. So I'll go with the guy who already won. That's the guy I voted for. So I'm going to take a few more questions, ladies and gentlemen. Then we're going to wrap this one up. What time is it? I don't even know what time it is. It's 1:14 a.m. Yeah, we're going to wrap this up. Next year, we'll see. We got to wait and see who's running. I don't even know who's running. Hadassah's profile. Hadassah. I don't know who's running. So we got to see who's running. And from there, I'll make a decision. So they got to win their party tickets or whatever. Favorite book on learning to sell? I'm going to write a book on learning to sell, so I don't have one right now. I'm going to write my own. Worst injuries? Haven't had any worst injuries. Let's pretend it's Rubio versus Hillary. All right, well, you tell me who will be picked. Since we into pretending, you tell me. Do I believe in New Year's resolutions? Yeah, I believe in them. They exist. Do I make them myself? I don't. How do I said this rude? Well, hey, listen, don't take it personal. What was my major in college? Business with a focus in management and marketing. I'm like 0 to 100. Many of us are 0 to 35. How do we not get discouraged? Read my books. I write about that all the time. I talk about it every day in videos. So just watch all the stuff that I put out and read everything that I write. Should you trust what? I didn't see that. I've never been to jail. Never been arrested, handcuffs. I don't have any type of police record. No. What do you do if your income is low because no one is buying into your business? Then make your business better so people start buying into it. You already know the answer to that question. See, empowerment. Now ask me a better question. What are the things you learned from overseas basketball career? I didn't catch the rest of that. Favorite athlete and why? Myself. I don't think I had to explain that. Do I listen to audio books? No, I don't. I like to read books. I read digital books. I don't listen to audio books. Should you trust every man that lies over and over again? Well, you tell me. Would you trust somebody who lied to you? I think you already know the answer to that question. Favorite country I hooped in? I liked all of them. Montenegro. I say Montenegro. Shout out to everybody in Herceg-Novi. So we take a few more questions, ladies and gentlemen, and then our time will be ending tonight. If you watch me for the first time, my name is Dre All Day. I'm an empowerment expert, professional speaker, pro athlete. I think it's good to wake up with motivational speeches. So define good. What are some websites other than my own that I bookmark? Gmail. When my new books be on iBooks, and I'll probably on Amazon, just as they got the biggest platform. I go like, Bow Wow. How do you build confidence? Read my book, The Super You. Oh, thank you, middle child. How are your eyes never bloodshot? I don't know. Are they supposed to be? I didn't know that was a requirement. So I'm glad that they're not. So I don't know there's a how to it. Couple more questions we're going to take, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, this is a black guy, Meekster. I'm glad you finally met one in person. How do you build wealth at the age of 18? Well, define what wealth is and then start doing those things. What's your definition of wealth? Is basketball fun? I have to try out for it. Well, you're going to find out, I guess. Would I mind if what? I didn't catch that. Why you broke up with Erica Mena? I don't even know who Erica Mena is, so if that's supposed to be a joke, you missed it. You got to come with something better than that. Now, you got to sit there and take all this time to formulate your joke. That's the best thing you came up with. Try again. We're going to give you another chance. You're welcome, AGW. You like dolphins? Dolphins like the animals? Yeah, I like the animals, dolphins. Sometimes in Miami, if you look in Biscayne Bay, you can see the dolphins jumping up and down in the water. Wealth is a state of mind, absolutely. That's a good question. I'll have to think about that one. Yeah, exactly. See, sometimes people ask me questions about stuff that they don't even know the definition of what they're asking about. Then you're not even going to be clear on it. Is my book on the App Store? It's on Amazon. Amazon. What's my take on celibacy? If somebody wants to be celibate, they should be. That's my take on it. Period. When my fans mind starting a campaign to get a basketball team to sign you. Didn't you already ask me that question like 2 weeks ago? He said, back to the drawing board. Said, Dre can never get roasted. That's the true Philly. Yeah, we used to this. I got a lot of practice. When I was a senior in high school on a basketball team, that's all we used to do was just make jokes about each other all day, every single day. So if you wasn't good at it, you wouldn't last. If a fan of yours was transgender, would I take a picture with them? Of course. Why would it matter if they was transgender? Transgender. I'm tolerant of all orientations. LG, lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, straight, not sure, whatever. I'm tolerant of all sexual orientations, ethnicities, creeds, colors, races, nationalities, religions. I've ever read the Everything Story. Yes, I have. Great book. Am I single? I am not. Am I a public speaker? Yes, I am. What do I think about when I'm playing ball? Nothing. Are there any truth to the stereotypes? What stereotypes? Why did I call it Black Guy Q&A? Why couldn't it just be Q&A with a guy? Because Black Guy Q&A would get more people's attention. It obviously got you to come into the scope, right? So obviously it worked. Am I in the NBA? I am not. Is Drazen Petrovic better than Reggie Miller? No. Reggie Miller's career was longer. Kevin Hart can't get roasted. Yeah, Kevin Hart's from Philly. Any stereotypes? Well, you got to tell me which one. Know Why You're Wise is a bomb-ass book. Speak. Dre clickbait. Yeah, right. I'm giving people more value than they thought. How can I get my 5th and 6th grade girls ball team to create motion in a post on offense? That's tough. You might have to make it a little bit more simpler for them. They might be a little bit too young for all that. Can I swim? I don't know. You know black people can't swim. Why are you asking me that? Favorite comedian? I guess you got to go Kevin Hart for now. Chris Rock I like. Martin Lawrence. Martin. That I play in college? Yes. Penn State Altoona. Oh, thank you, Debo. Pages still out better than Kiki Vandeweghe? I never saw Kiki Vandeweghe play, so I can't answer that question. Where'd you get that name from? Biggie or Tupac? Well, I gotta go with Biggie. I got to choose the East. I live out there, so don't go there. What position you play? Guard. I play both guard positions as a basketball player. Do I think Charlamagne the God is funny? I do. I do think he's funny. That's what he does. I mean, he's a funny guy. He's a jokester, so people shouldn't take him that seriously. Yeah, I heard that Golden State lost. Somebody told me that. Somebody said, no, West Side. Well, I'm from the East. My best post move, whatever is necessary to get a bucket. I wouldn't limit myself to one move. Whatever I need to do. Current playlists, I listen to podcasts. I'm listening to Diddy, MMM. Best game I played, probably the game where I had 60. It was in some rec league in Philly. I just shot the ball every time. The way he said buckets. Move to the West. Ain't nowhere on the West that got the weather like we got in South Florida. Maybe Hawaii or something. Avery Bradley or J.R. Smith. Nah, neither one. LeBron James. Blunts or papers. I don't smoke, so I don't even know the difference between the two of them. So I can't even entertain that conversation. How do you earn respect? By becoming a respectful person. So give me your definition of respect and just start being like that. We're in South Florida everywhere. How tall am I? I'm 6 feet 4 inches tall, 193 centimeters for those of you on the metric system. South Florida, so we got Fort Lauderdale, you got Miami Beach, we got Florida City. What else is out here? You got West Palm Beach, you got regular Palm Beach, you got Plantation, you got Lauderdale Lakes, all that stuff. Yeah, you got Kendall. Shout out to Kendall. You could dunk all over me. Listen, if somebody's on the internet talking about what they could do physically, they probably ain't doing it. So show me some video of you dunking over anybody. What's my flaw? Answering too many questions that don't make sense. Have I balled up at South Beach? I played ball at Flamingo Park a few times. Trip to Phoenix, great. Will I be coming to NYC anytime soon? Possibly. Probably in 2016. Blank said, you're right, I'm fat. Well, hey. Fat people can dunk. Charles Barkley was fat. He could dunk. What do? I empower people through speaking, through sports, through videos, through writing. What makes me mad? I don't know. If something makes me mad, I'll tell you. What's my opinion on Dwayne Wade? I'm a fan of D. Wade. One of the best. Have I met Tony Gaskins? I have not. Heard of him, but never met him. Why aren't I on the internet talking about... Wait, aren't I on the internet talking about being an athlete? Yes, but I also got 4,000 videos showing you me being an athlete. Now I talk about it because I get thousands of people asking me questions. That's why I get on here and talk to give back to those people. So I did it for a long time before I ever talked about it. Rap or gospel? I don't listen to gospel, so the answer is rap. How much did hooping at Finley help my game? It helped a lot. If you know I hooped at Finley, then obviously you saw me write about it. So you should already have an answer to that question. Where can you see what? What's the them that you're referring to? Sounds impressive. I'm only 6'2". I don't use that as an excuse. Well, 6'2" is not only. You're taller than an average male. My videos, go to YouTube. Just go to workonyourga.me. That's my YouTube channel. Workonyourga.me. Corey said I look like Seal. Seal, the singer? No, I never heard that one before. Yes, pro athlete. Yes, played basketball overseas for 9 years. You can read about it on my website, dreallday.com. You can watch videos of me on YouTube. What's my definition of a home? I don't know. I never thought about it. Chris Tucker. And you know this, man. We're at overseas, 8 different countries over 9 years, starting in Lithuania, ended in Slovakia. How did I build the momentum to face an adverse situation? If you have momentum, you won't see it as an adverse situation. Yeah, Dre looks like Dre, exactly. Favorite hood movie? Friday. I guess I'll go with Friday. I'm trying to think of a line from Friday. I can't think of it. It's been yeah. Weed is from the earth. It was put here for you. God put this here for me and you. Do I have still connects with teams and agents? That's the question I get all the time. If you go to my website, read the guides and tips page. I write about it in detail so you can get some information. Best mafia movie? I'm not really into mafia movies, but I like The Sopranos. J. Cole or Kendrick? I'm not a huge fan of either one of them, honestly. They're both good, but I'm not a huge fan of either one. I've hooped overseas, but I'm trying to get somewhere legit. Well, what's your definition of legit? Let's get clear on that first. Do I like the NWA movie? I didn't even see it. I didn't even go to the movies to see it. I wanted to, but I never got around to it. I'm always working, so I don't take time. When I'm thinking about the movies, I'm like, I'm going to sit somewhere for 3 hours and not be working. I can't do it. Views on leadership. What specifically about leadership are you asking me? Future or Drake? Drake. What are agents for? I don't know. Somebody tell Golden what agents are for. I don't even remember that line, Malik. I gotta think of it. Have I ever heard of Antoine Broxy? Yes, I have heard of him. I don't know him, but I've heard of him. What do I do now? I do this. I do videos on Periscope, YouTube. I write books. I'm a professional speaker. I empower people. I work with entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, entrepreneurs on starting their own businesses, building their brands, getting their marketing messages out, making more sales. Am I addicted to work or balance? No, I'm addicted. I'm not balanced in anything. I'm addicted to work. I am obsessed with making Periscope videos, YouTube videos, writing blog posts, writing books, tweeting, Instagramming. I'm obsessed with it. Business-wise, for leadership. What exactly about it, guys, girl? What's the challenge that we're looking for? Have I ever heard rap guy? Yes, I have. Agents are personal sales reps. Yeah, kind of. That's one way of looking at it. The thing is, a personal sales rep's only job is to go out and sell for you all day. An agent might be selling for more than one person at a time. The agent might also not even be good at sales. And so then you think you got somebody working for you, but they're actually doing nothing. So honestly, I tell most of you, if you're gonna get an agent, don't sit back and think that your job is done. You need to be your best agent. I was my best agent throughout my career. I've been my best agent, my best salesperson, my best public relations company, my best manager. Did I go to college? Yes, I did. Penn State Altoona. Favorite quote? Work on your game. I'm in consultative sales. Okay, that's what's up. Favorite NBA player? Michael Jeffrey Jordan, number 23, Chicago Bulls. Funnest time I had with family. I had to think about that, Dion. KD or Melo? Tough question. I gotta go KD. Top 3 mentors. I'll just give you 3. I wouldn't say necessarily my top 3. Tony Robbins is good. Jack Canfield, Napoleon Hill. That trademark WOYG. Yes, I have. A few more questions. What did I go out for in college? What do you mean by that, Dante? I don't understand the question. What did you go out for? Yeah, I don't mind open-ended questions, but it got to be a little bit close, so I got something specific to answer with. Yeah, Napoleon Hill is one of my favorite authors, favorite speakers. I listen to his audio tapes of him speaking, like his actual speeches, not his books, but his tapes of him speaking all the time. Think and Grow Rich. Law of Success I actually like better than that one. Second favorite NBA player? I don't know. I never thought about my second favorite. Kobe was great. Shaq. Allen Iverson, Charles Barkley. Who else? A bunch of players. What did I set my sights out to be? In what, Dante? You're asking me some very ambiguous questions. Kobe. Yes, Kobe is a very great player. One of the greatest of all time. Biggest basketball bust? What do you mean, like a certain person? I don't really think about that type of stuff. I mean, why does it even matter? Why does it even matter who the biggest bust would be? Because then if we talking about that, then we sit here talking about other people who maybe we feel weren't successful. Well, how's that going to help any of us be successful? Gilbert Arenas was not a bust. That man had a contract for $120 million. That's not a bust. And he didn't waste opportunity. Again, that was a guaranteed contract. That was definitely not a bust. You said Gilbert Arenas is broke. Do you know that for a fact, or is that something you read on a gossip blog? What would I tell my 15-year-old self? Work on your game. I'm handsome. Well, thank you. Do I want to be a motivational speaker? Not necessarily. I just became one. Somebody said check his IG. What's happening on his IG? Rashandre, tell me. Brittany Beauty said Gilbert Arenas is not broke. Listen, if your information that Gilbert Arenas is broke came from social media, then that's not actual facts. That's just something that you saw on social media. Leadership for being at a youth group for younger kids, then just share with them what you know. Gospel, just share with them what you know. You don't have to try to be anything. But Charles Sprewell is broke. Saw him last night. Now, how you know he's broke? Just as you saw him don't mean he's broke. But what happened on his Instagram, Rashandra, I want you to tell me. I'm not looking at it, so I want you to tell me what you saw that makes you believe that. You're welcome, guys, girl. He played basketball, not baseball. What does that have to do with anything? Rashandra, I don't think anybody mentioned baseball. Rocking a Nissan? Or Nissans cost money. Basketball is guaranteed money, Rashandra. So now you just told me that you don't even know what you're talking about. Every NBA contract is guaranteed. Every NBA contract is fully guaranteed. When he signed for $110 million, he did get it. But Charles Sprewell's still alive. I think so. Yes, basketball contracts are guaranteed. NBA contracts are guaranteed, sir. I think you got some bad information. And just as he driving a Nissan don't mean he's broke. Listen, Nissans cost money. So do Toyotas, so do Benzes, so do Maybachs. They cost money. That don't make you broke. That just means that's what you got. Best athlete who ever played in basketball, I got to go Michael Jordan. But listen, we're not going to sit here and debate about what nobody else got or what nobody else don't got. Listen, let me put this out there so just y'all understand my train of thought. If you talking about what somebody else got or don't got, that you saying a whole bunch more about yourself than you saying about them. Because if you talking about what Gilbert Arenas got or don't got, listen, Gilbert Arenas doesn't even know that you exist. So that's two people thinking about him and nobody thinking about you. So don't talk about what somebody else doing or not doing. Because when you're doing that, then you basically putting yourself in a position of being a loser. Because you talking about them, they not talking about you. No, not necessarily. Rashawn, I'm going to leave you in here just so I can give you an understanding of what we're talking about. I'm not talking about you personally because I don't know who you are. I'm just responding to a comment here. The thing is, when you're talking about what somebody else is doing, what they got or what they don't got, listen, if you had the things that you think that person didn't have, then you wouldn't even be worried about what they're doing. See, if you're doing enough yourself, you're not worried about what somebody else is doing, especially to talk about them in a negative way. If you're talking about somebody else in a negative way, that is saying way more about you than them. Is there things to do in Miami? Well, what you doing where you at? You could probably do them in Miami too. Only difference is you're in a different place. New to Periscope, but who, where am I in life and in my personal career? My name's Dre Baldwin. Many know me as Dre all day. I'm a professional speaker, empowerment expert, marketing and branding business owner, entrepreneur. I help people start their own businesses, build their business, build their brands. My background is as a professional athlete, played basketball overseas 9 years, author of 5 books, publisher of 4,000 YouTube videos. Good night, Tiger Yoda. Is that what I meant by mind my business? Absolutely. That's exactly what it means. Mind your business. Keep your mind on your business. And every person is a business. Every person out here is a business. So if you minding anything other than yourself, you're not minding your business. How much should I work on my game? Well, you should determine that, Dante. If you want to be good, you should know how much you need to work. Overseas was countries. 8 different countries, starting in Lithuania, finished in Slovakia. And 8 different places in between those 2. All right, I'm going to take a couple more questions, then we're going to wrap this up. It's 1:30 in the morning. This one needs to be over. Am I going to TBT next year? Probably yes. We got to see what the dates are, what my schedule looks like, but it's my intention to go. But we'll see what happens. Nick Wise, Jamel Horn. I've heard those names. I don't know either of those guys. Never played with either one of them. I'm going to take like 2 more questions, then we're going to end this one for the night, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciated this. Have I played ball with any guys from Wisconsin? I don't know. Who's from Wisconsin? All right, Malik, no problem. If you watch me for the first time, swipe to the right. Listen, share this on your feed so people can watch it later, or also tap the screen to put those hearts up, and also follow me so you can catch me later. Everyone says 7 days is too much. Well, you want to be like everyone, or you want to be like you? How many days to work on your game? Same question. Got to get that 1 million. Might be more than 1 million this time. You're welcome, Debo. Is that TED Talk up yet? Nope. If it was up, let's understand, you would know. If it was up, you would know it was up, but it's not up yet. But when it's up, it definitely will be up. Have I played with any big names? Yeah, I'm a big name. Trey said, I own my own business, a barbershop. What would be the best advice with the first year of owning a business? Try to get profitable as soon as possible, because if you ain't making profit, you have no business. So try to be profitable as soon as possible. That's the #1 thing. If you read up on my website, Rashonda, I talk a little bit about that. In the FAQ section, I talk about players I played with that, you know, the casual basketball fan will probably know. Like guys who played in the league or play in the league. I mentioned several of them. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, I am wrapping this one up. Thank you for coming through. My name is Dre Baldwin. Website's called DreAllDay.com. You want to follow me on social media? I'm on Twitter, Dre All Day, Instagram, Dre Baldwin, Snapchat, Dre All Day, Facebook /Work on Your Game. YouTube is Dre Baldwin is the name. Periscope, you already know. Here's Dre All Day. If you want to learn more about me, probably more than you even want to know, just go to my website, DreAllDay.com. It's pretty much all the information you need, want, or could ever ask for. Work on your game. We out of here. I'll holler at y'all tomorrow. This video, I'm sure you were entertained. Make sure to stay connected with me on all your favorite social networks. Twitter and Periscope at Dre All Day. Instagram, Dre Baldwin. Facebook /Work on Your Game. You can bookmark my YouTube channel by subscribing, of course. And the website is workonyourgame. That's .me. Workonyourga.me. And of course, my homepage is my website, DreAllDay.com, so you can know exactly what I'm doing, exactly when I'm doing it, and how you might be able to be involved. Work on your game.